Hello everyone. In this video, we'll continue to build our game. In this particular one, we're going to add in bullets for the main hero to shoot, and you require a few things. First, we will need to create a object that is a spear. Okay, so I'm going to create a spear here. Okay, I'm going to rename this spear as bullet. And you can see the bullet that's being added onto the scene is pretty big now. If I put side by side with the tank, oh my god, it's so big, right? So how to make it looks okay? I'm going to change this in all scale to 0.1, which is 10%. Okay. If I put it here, somewhat okay. So now it's currently just a white ball. I'm going to make a material. Go to the material folder, right click, create a new material. And this material, I'm going to call it bullet material. And I'm going to choose the shading color to somewhat a black color here. Okay. So with this, I'm going to drag this material onto this bullet. Okay. And in the bullet here, okay, you can see there's a spear collider instead of a box collider. And I'm going to add a new component. And this component, I'm going to create a new script. This script will be called bullet. Okay, this is just for the start to use it. Okay, now I'm going to make this bullet into a prefab. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the assets and I'm going to drag this onto my assets. You see, now I have a bullet created in and I can delete the one that is on the stage. Okay, the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to double click the hero, double click. Okay, so now I'm inside the hero here and I'm going to add an empty game object. Okay, so this game object, I'm going to call it the bullet controller. Okay, and I'm going to spawn it somewhere here. Okay, so currently this is not the position I want to spawn my bullet. Okay, so somewhat here, a little bit in the front. Okay, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a component to this. I'll add a new script. So I'll call this bullet system. And now I have two scripts. Okay, one is a bullet system and a bullet. Okay, so now back to the scene. You can see my scene, I've already changed the camera angle. So in your version, you can shift the camera to any position that you like so that it's easier for you to see your character moving around. Okay, so now let me continue. Okay, I'm going to add the script for adding this. Okay, so currently the bullet system, if I open up the Visual Studio Code, this is the code for the bullet and the bullet system. So in the bullet system, I'm going to use a condition structure and I'm going to look for the input get button fire 1. So why am I looking for this? Okay, I'm going to show it to you. Let me close the bracket first. Okay, so coming to the project again, you go to edit, project setting. You can see the input manager. Okay, this panel here. There is the horizontal axis, the vertical axis, and then so is the firing button. You can see this is the left control or the mouse button, left button. So this is the fire one input that we're going to use. And in my script, okay, I'm going to just capture this. And also with this, I'm going to create a game object. And it's going to call object new bullet. Okay. Before I do that, let's add a prefab first because I will need a prefab to add in. So I'm going to have a game object prefab. prefab. Okay? Because I need the assets to add onto the game. So let's go to the script here. You can see, let's look for the hero, double click it, the bullets controller. Currently you can see it doesn't come out. Why? Because this game object is not public. So I'm going to set this to public. And let's see. Now you can see this prefab object prefab is being added in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this bullet into here. Okay. So this bullet will be added to the bullet system. And with this, I can say object new bullet equal instantiate. Okay. And you can see the first thing, the original object that I'm going to capture from this prefab. Next is the position. I can use my bullet system position transform dot position, and followed by transform the rotation of my bullet system. So let's try now. So to go back to the scene, let's play. Okay. Wow, there's so many bullets, and then they're all stuck there. Okay, so why does it happen like this? Because a lot of bullet is being generated, but they're not moving. So what I'm gonna do, this bullet, okay, go to this asset. Okay, there's one more thing that we need to attach it to. Gonna add a rigid body. Okay, this rigid body. Okay, and this with this rigid body, I can go back here. I say I want to get the rigid body object, rigid body, go to component, okay, look for my body. So with this, I will then so I cannot get the rigid body from my bullet system. I need to get it from the object prefab. No, should be the new bullet. Okay, so with this, I'm going to get the component. Okay, so you can see the component. So I'm correct. So with this, I have the rigid body from the new bullet, and with that rigid body, okay, I am going to use it to add force. So there's two kinds. You can add force, which is for movement, and you can use the add torque for the rotation of the object. So I'm going to add force. I'm going to say transform forward, multiply by maybe 30. And with that, I'm going to use the force mode velocity change. Try now. Okay, let's fire. Wow, it's like a spread bullet, and it's wow, so powerful. Oh, too many bullets. So you can see one press actually generated so many bullets. So how do we prevent this? We will need a few delay. So let's see, I will need a current time. So float current time, and I have a float next or can fire time, and followed by the float delay. Okay, so delay time probably are gonna make it like 0.7 second. So at the very start, okay. So every time we update, I will get the current time is equal to, or you can use this term plus time dot delta time. Okay. The next part is I'm going to use this if and current time is more than the campfire time. So current campfire time currently is blank. Let's set it to 0.0. Okay. This one I don't need to set it. Okay, I can also set it. Just setting it will be safer. Okay, so now campfire time equal to current time plus the delay time. And let's try. Okay, let's fire. Okay, you can see now it's firing. And wow, fire from very near. Oh, okay, point blank star bomb. Because of the angle of the oh, okay. So you can see at the end there's many bullets. So let's try again. You see, if I were to click, the bullet is being added to the game scene and it's never going to be removing itself. So this is very bad if you continue to work, continue to play for maybe 1 hour, you have like billions of bullets. So to prevent this, let's set it to destroy itself after a while. Let's go to the bullet. Okay, so you can see this is for the bullet itself. When it starts, okay, we are going to tell it to destroy, and the game object. This variable game object is not the capital letter one. You can see this is actually the variable that belongs to this bullet. That is the game object itself, and then the second variable you can put in is the delay time before you destroy it. So the time they're going to delay probably 0.1, 0.2. Let's try, then semicolon and the line. So let's play now. See, I fire. Okay. See the bullet disappear after a while. Okay. Very fast it disappear. So it destroys itself so fast. So maybe we'll set it to 2 seconds instead. Let's go back. I find the bullet a bit too fast. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the bullet system, changing the bullet speed to maybe 15. So fire, you can see. Now it's much nicer to look at. But somehow you can see the bullet is moving onto the ground, sliding, wow, like a bowling ball. So what we can do is that we select the bullet in the prefab asset, make sure it's the prefab asset, and we're going to remove the gravity. So you see this gravity, make sure you remove it, uncheck it. I think the mass is a bit too big, so I'm going to change this to 0.3, so it's not so powerful. Okay, let's play. Okay, now let's turn around and fire them. Okay, wow. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so you can see the bullet is created, and every time it runs for a while, you get destroyed at the end. So that's it. Okay, I hope you like this, and I hope to see you in the next video as we continue to build more and more things. Okay, bye bye.